Hi, it's March 28th. This is the BAM Weekly Muni Market Update. I'm Mike Stanton here with David Young from BAM's Capital Markets Desk. David, thanks for taking some time this week.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
Another week of yields moving higher in the muni market, a little bit of underperformance versus treasuries. What were the trends?
Yeah, so when we look at the economic data, today all the focus was on the Fed's preferred inflation gauge, which is the core PCE number. That came in slightly hotter than expected. Month over month, we're looking at 0.4%, and year over year, we're looking at 2.8%. The market is expecting the Fed to hold rates steady again in the next meeting in May. And as you alluded to, when we look at Treasuries, the 10-year has sold off about 5 basis points week over week, and the 30-year has sold off about 7 basis points week over week. That leaves munis kind of underperforming for the week. When we look at the belly of the curve, we see munis off by about 20 basis points, and on the long end of the curve, we see it off by about 15 basis points.
And do you draw that back to the technical factors, kind of the supply and demand imbalance we've been talking about in the seasonal time?
Yeah, definitely. If you look at Lipper, they reported their third consecutive down week of outflows. This week it was 573 million. We continue just to have a supply and potentially record year in issuance. So.
Right, that's an important point that despite the climbing yields, the new issue calendar remains robust. Another $8.5 billion on the calendar for next week. But let's take a step back first. What did you see on the BAM insured calendar this week?
Yeah, so this week we had about $9 billion in supply. BAM had a very active week. We insured 12 transactions for $183 million of par. I'd like to highlight the $46 million Lancaster School District in California. That was with Raymond James. And another transaction I'd like to highlight is a $44 million Upper Darby School District in Pennsylvania, and that was actually with Raymond James as well.
And we have a video, Credit Insights video about the Upper Darby transaction with our colleague Mohammed Zawai. Really nice conversation there. Those bonds are secured both by the general obligation pledge from the school district and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania State Aid Intercept Program. Mohammed does a good discussion of how that works and why it's important for that issue. So please check out our YouTube page to learn more about that. Looking ahead to next week, another heavy calendar, just under $9 billion, I think, from the last time I looked. Anything stand out to you there?
For BAM, there's a lot that stands out. There's an $83 million Springfield School District, number 186 in Illinois, with Stiefel. We have another kind of large transaction, a $30 million City of Hope sales tax in Arkansas with Stevens, and a $20 million City of Tontatown sales tax in Arkansas with Stevens.
Hope, Arkansas, the hometown of former President Bill Clinton. That was raised some eyebrows when we brought that to credit committee a couple of weeks ago. Thanks for your time this week, David. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Mike.